I had 20 some homes at that time. Started that when I was in college. And it was funny, my mom actually said, you need to buy a rental property and make money. And I looked at her like, you're nuts. I have no money. I'm in college. I have no job. I mean, you know how it is. You work a little part-time job, whatever. I'm like, you're nuts. I said, you gonna help me? And they go, no. And I said, well, how's this gonna work? And he said, well, you'll figure it out. Normally I'd have some more outside projects, but lately, right now there's no snow out there, but a couple days ago we got snow, so we're kind of changing gears, trying to get this stuff done and out of my hair and get my tractor or my skid steer all put together, ready to plow. We're changing it over where we're getting rid of the red truck and we're switching over to my Dodge.
Well, the truck finally made it out of the shop. We finally got all the transmission put back together, got the torque converter in, trying to get it ready for winter. Well, the truck finally made it out of the shop. We finally got all the transmission put back together, got the torque converter in, trying to get it ready for winter. process, we brought this guy in. We're gonna put some LED warning lights on the skid steer, and this is a new arrival.
What we have is, we went to a sale and my father-in-law decided he'd pick up a few things. Well, this is one of the things he picked up. It's a ZD 326 Kubota diesel-powered zero-turn mower. And this is what happens. My father-in-law will buy it, non-running, and he will bring it to me and say, hey, get that running. Okay. So that's a project I gotta work on now. I gotta get lights on that and a backup camera because I can't see behind me, so I gotta get that done. I did pick up a few things. I'll put a picture of what we had on the trailer. Got a real neat little welding table for nothing. Guy was just basically had a landscaping business and he sold a bunch of stuff and just had. And I got another plow for my other truck.
This is my little snow plow I got. Got this truck back here. We're switching over from the red truck, which is that one. And we're going to switch over to this truck. We got a plow for it, that's Snowdogg.
The 3 pins is the turn signal. See right off the bat, you know it's that one. So that's the turn signal. So the running light's in the middle. Now I just need to clean this up a little bit so we can get to it. So on this plow, we got these 2 wires that have to hook to those. Helicopter coming. Splicers. And we know the brown is the running light. And we figured out that the middle wire is the running light. Yeah. I'm going to pull this back a little ways to do the second one. I want to clean that up. I just don't like it. Clean this end up. It's got all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, so brown is the running light. And just double check. Middle wire is running light. So we're going to put this up there. Now all we gotta do is do the other wire. This will be for the turn signal on the plow, which is this grayish blue. And there we go. Those running lights. We'll try the turn signal. It's up just because I don't like all this just kind of hanging out in space here. Salt's not your friend. Ever. Some really good tape I got here, so hopefully don't have any problems with water getting in these joints, because it'll rot that thing out all the way. Tape job ain't the best. All we gotta do is figure out, put all the plugs back, slide her in.
Voila! And that's it for the turn signal and running light on a Snowdogg onto a Ram. Alright, I like to use these instead of those clips you find. Basically, I like to use this setup for weather tights. A little bit more of a pain to do, but I don't have to worry about them getting wet, getting loose. They don't cost much more. If I plan on something being long-term and permanent, I like to use them. I get them from Terminal Supply, but you can order them on the internet from just about anybody. And they come in these nice little, like this is a 6. You can get a single, you can get 3, you can get 4. I think you can even go larger than that, I just never have. But these are these little cushions that go on. You gotta put them on first and kind of spin them on there a little bit. And then you gotta come in and cut your wire and then put your lead on, crimp it on. And then you just basically just tuck it into that little fitting. Simple as that. So once I get this on, I'll crimp one. And the biggest problem is when you make plugs, you just got to make sure you put the wires on in the same order as the other plug, or you'll have a whole lot of mess. And they're really easy to take apart. There's a tool I'll show you in a minute that literally, if you put a pin in the wrong spot, it just pops it right back out. But these little cushions there, they let it from moisture going in. A lot of these are used outside on trucks. I use them inside on trucks, outside, I don't care. I like the fact that they're not going to be touching each other. I don't have to worry about shorting something out. So you just cut off a little of your insulation on these. Guys go on next. Try to hold it there so you can see it. It's just a little metal, nothing fancy. It's kind of tedious. You slide it on there. And we get enough of that cut, so we're gonna So you get that little guy in there like that with the wire, and you see that little crimp, and you put it in the crimper on the right size, crimp it down, and then now that wire's nice and crimped in there. And then you gotta just take this insulator and shove it up to where that boot is. And then you crimp it. It has a crimp there, so it kind of hangs on to it. So if you ever yank on this wire harness, it doesn't pull it apart. So you have a double crimp. One on the wire and one on the rubber boot. And the rest just go the same way.
Alright, we got them all. Now for the fun part. I take this harness and we gotta figure out what color matches what. Since I'm colorblind, this usually goes really well for me the first couple of times. Alright, so the single goes on this one. And all you do is you just take this fitting, it's got this end and that end, and you hear it snap. And then you just lock it. It's got this back tab, and then there you go. And you can, I don't know, you probably can't see the pin in there. Then they just connect like this. And they got that rubber grommet, they're weather tight. I love them. So, real trick with this one's gonna be is it's gotta go this way. So one trick I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them together. And I'm gonna try to line them up that way. This might work a lot better for old Keenan. Solid gray. See, you can kind of see, maybe not. You got that rubber on the ends. All done. All we gotta do is find a power wire from the fuse box for this little guy. We got a plow for it, that's Snowdogg, and got a controller, got all wired up. We got new tires on this. We're gonna change this bed out and put a dump body on it.